Hey guys, um, I'm gonna do a proper 20-month update. Things have been definitely looking better. Um, Simply put, as time goes by, things do get better. I still have a long ways to go, but I've noticed a lot of improvements, a lot of things that have gone away. Some things have gotten worse. Waves are still really rough. Um, but in general, little by little, things get a little better. Um, what am I doing? I'm sticking to a super clean diet. I it took me a good 6 months to a year to really figure out what was bothering me, um, food wise, and I would eat something, and I'd set myself off into a wave. But I would say for the past 16 months, almost, probably a little bit, 14 months, I've been eating the exact same thing mostly every day because I know it doesn't really hurt me. And I add one thing in here and there. If I'm doing all right, I can add something. So I could just started eating steak again, and I have no issues. But I always eat the pasture raised and stuff like that. Um, I've been added some whitefish. I eat more cod now, and but mostly I still eat chicken. Baked chicken, and I eat some green beans and squash. That's mostly it. I eat the same things every day, but you got to do what's good for you. Um, let's see if I can. There we go. But things are looking good. I mean, I still can't drive. I mean, I should say my sensitivity issues are still huge. My sensory issues are still really bad. But I mean, they're way better than they used to be. But mind you, they were really, really bad. So, I still got a ways to go. So when a person like me says I'm doing good, you know, to the regular person, it's still a long ways to go. But things are getting better slowly but surely. I still don't take any aspirin. I don't take any. I don't take any pills. No, no vitamins or anything like that. A few times I tried to take any kind of supplements. I got set back. But that was early on. I could probably try again now, but I'm just not ready to do it yet. I've got some time behind me, and I'll get there. It's just more or less, I don't. I still have to work, and the thing is, although it's gotten a little easier in time, honestly, I struggle so much. I can't even barely, the momentum is really crushed and done. So I'm pretty much almost can't work anymore. Things have just, that's just rough. It's just been so hard. That's what really I think keeps me in horrible waves is stress. Um, Trying to force myself to do things that I really can't do. Um, Anything to be home, other than being homeless. So do what I gotta do. Um, Let me think. Weather's getting warm, sometimes hot. It was a really quick. I'm in Wisconsin, so really quick. Went from winter to summer almost. So it's kind of messing with me a little bit. But things are okay. I had to stop doing walks for a little bit. It was kind of just revving my symptoms up. So I got to try to get back into doing that. But it's hard when I'm always having to try to work. All my stress and energy has to go into trying to work and make money. I envy people that don't have to work through this. I mean, some say they can't. I mean, obviously, I couldn't either. But it was either that and suffer or be homeless and suffer. So I have to choose one or the other. Um, If you have any questions, you can ask. Hopefully, I'll see them. I haven't seen anything yet, but if you got any questions, you can ask. 20 months, man. It's been a ride. I've lost some really good friends in this, and you'll lose people because nobody gets it. Nobody ever will get it, not unless you're going through it. Um, and I've been pretty depressed about that. I'm losing some friends that I've had my whole life just because they think I should be exactly who I was before. And coming out of this, you'll never be who you were before, ever. Um, I just suggest, just keep on good diet and try to get as much rest as possible. Stress is murder in this. It's kind of hard to stay away from, but it's murder. I'm still on Remeron. That doesn't help at all. That keeps this shit going and going and going. I've made it to 4.6 milligrams of Remeron. I was on 7.5. I'm tapering super slow because my nervous system's so freaking shot. I mean, every little tiny cut I make, I can feel it. And sometimes it gets too intense. So, I'll get there. It'll take a while, but I could tell the lower I get on Remeron is like kind of the harder it is to get off of it. But I could tell my head is a little bit better. I mean, if you've watched my past videos, I've talked about like that LSD type feeling in my head. It's gotten a little better. I've the boaty feeling floating. It's gotten a little better. Just everything's gotten a little better. Um, I do eat sweet potatoes. I don't. The only reason I don't eat tons of that because I love them is because I got blood sugar issues. Always kind of have. I'm kind of on the verge of pre-diabetic and diabetes, so I eat those and my blood sugar just skyrockets. So I actually ate a little not long ago, but I don't eat it too much. I do eat some potatoes. I actually can eat potato chips, but I only eat like plain potato chips, lightly salted ones. I can't eat anything with flavoring because it's all MSG, all that stuff. But potatoes don't really bother me. Like chips don't seem to get my blood sugar going, but if I eat like regular potatoes, it does. I don't know if it's the way it's just processed. I have no idea. But yeah, sweet potatoes are great. I miss the sweet potato fries. I guess I could still have those, but I can't have those frozen bags because they always add like 50 ingredients. So I just make them at home. I'm sure I eat a few other things I just didn't really mention, that I kind of add in. Like, oh yeah, I can eat Brussels sprouts. Not a huge fan of them, but since I can eat them, I eat them. I mean, I don't have many options, so I'll eat anything. Um, I just drink tons of water. I try to have it room temperature water. I don't know if it bothers you for it to be really cold or to be. I can eat hot. I can drink hot water, but like really cold water, just I don't know. I always get kind of buzzy after it. I still have that like electric current, but it's way less. Still in my hands and feet neuropathy stuff, but it's less. The movement akathisia, I think it's called. I always forget how to say it. It's still there, but not as bad. I mean, I didn't have a huge case of that. It was kind of different for me. It was just a feeling of that twisting and turning inside my body, but it wasn't like where I had to keep moving, but it was still really tough, and it's finally fading. It's so weird because I mean, any mistake you make in this, you can set yourself right back. I've got some other health issues going on right now that I'm doing my best not to take medicine for. It's just been a disaster. Let me think. Well, like I said, the weather's changing. Hopefully I acclimate to that sooner than later. I don't really plan to make another update till probably 2 years on the nose, so 24 months. I'll do another update. As I always say, you can catch me at if you really need support, go to Facebook and find Benzodiazepine Recovery. It's a great group. Try to join. You'll have to answer a few questions, and, and it's great support. It's been great for me. I usually spend most of my time there for support and to give support. Um, let's see. Yeah, I've just been trying to lay around as much as possible, other than trying to work. That's it. Right now, I'm on my own this weekend, so I had some time to do some extra things like this. So, give my body some time to relax and hang out. Um, I've been, just really looking at all the products I use too. I'm pretty, almost everything I do and everything I use is super clean. Like I even changed my deodorant to like it's like Tom's unscented natural stuff. It works okay. My toothpaste is shit. I don't remember, some Christian brand. I don't know. It's got a bunch of Christian stuff all over it, and it's cinnamon. I stopped using peppermint. I don't really know why, but I had peppermint tea. This is probably 6 months ago now. Peppermint tea really set my symptoms off. And I found out that peppermint can be a GABA antagonist. Now, some people don't get bothered by peppermint if you're not as sensitive, but it did for me. It really set me back for like a few months. So, it's things like that. You just got to be careful. Everybody's totally different in this. So peppermint, I can't, I can't touch, but mostly everybody else can. Same thing with like CBD. I tried it. It set me back. It actually, at first, it seemed to help a lot for about a few hours, and then my nervous system just kicked back up after I calmed down, and I thought I was on fire and electric for like a day, 2 days. It was not worth it. I'm hoping in the future when I'm less sensitive, which it's coming along, but I know I got a ways to go. Hopefully, I can use CBD more. I actually wish I knew about it before all this, but same thing with aspirin. I can't take aspirin because I get a setback from it. Not a big one, but I do. Just a lot of little things I can't take. Sucks, you know. But hoping the sensitivity issue starts calming down. It's been a long freaking time. Sensory issues, still, it's still like I can't drive. I still drive little bits, but if I drive for a long time, I can actually do the task of driving. My brain goes crazy for days. So, whatever. I'll get there eventually. But anyway, that's it. That's close enough. I'm doing okay, doing a little better. I just got out of a pretty crazy wave, though. I would have told you then in that wave that I was in hell. The waves, they come and they make you think you're just going to die and that you haven't healed at all. It's scary. Don't let waves mess with you. Um, Waves will make you think that you're not healing, and it's realistically the waves that are the fact you're healing, which is crazy to think because you get so sick. And what's harder is the longer you're off, and if you are feeling a little better, you start getting used to that, and then the wave comes in, and then that makes you feel 100 times worse. And then since you having another wave and another wave, and after 20 months of this, you start to go insane. I see why people just off themselves. I'm not saying that's good, but I get it. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. We're a strong bunch of people. That's all I know. Anyway, that's it. I keep on saying that's it, and I keep on coming up with something new. I think that's it this time. I'm going to do an update. 2 years. So a few months. Hopefully I'll be even better then. Hopefully I won't be in a wave. Well, I never do these videos in a wave. It's pretty rare. I usually do it once I start feeling a little better so I can try to think clearly about the whole thing. I'm going to just relax and go watch TV and watch some movies and make dinner. And that's it. And I know a lot of you that are, struggling for a long time, not thinking things are going to get better. It gets better. Let me see if anybody says anything. 22 months. I just keep feeling better about work. Awesome. Yeah, 22. I hope I'm even better at 22. People always told me, it'll get better. But it's not. I think it messes with my head because if you look back at my original videos, I mentioned, I was only on benzos for 3 months. And I was on a low dose. So without going through my whole story again, I feel really let down. But I was also, I was kindled, and if you don't know what that is, Google it. But in short, I was on benzos for a long time before this time. I was on Valium for about a year, off and on, like a year before this, and I got off the Valium no problem whatsoever. And that was a bigger milligram, I think. I don't remember. And then I tried this, and it just destroyed me. So it's kind of like once you're off and you're safe, just stay off of them. You don't want to take a chance to go through this. But do I have a treadmill? For some reason, the treadmills just messed me up. Well, it did. It was a long time ago, though. I mean, it's probably like 10 months ago. I haven't been on a treadmill since. I went on a treadmill, and after I was on that, I felt like I was going to have a seizure. It was just rough. I probably wouldn't now. I'd probably be fine if I went slow and built up. That's just something I think my legs and knees just couldn't handle it. I think my body just got really stressed out on it. I'm starting to do more like sit down bicycle. I mean, this is pretty new to me because I haven't been able to exercise much at all through all this. So I'm actually starting to be able to do things without feeling like I'm going to freak out. So the sit down bicycle, I'll do a mile or two, which is awesome. When I go for a walk, it's usually about a half mile to a mile. I'm getting out more with the better weather. Treadmill, I don't have one, but I could probably do it. Yeah, I'll keep trying. Definitely keep doing it. But yeah, every day would be great if I could, if I could definitely get exercise every day. Yeah, if I looked every month, I can't tell the difference. I mean, this is such a slow healing that you can't see it. But like when I do these kind of videos, I look back and see how much I accomplished or how much better my head got or the symptoms in general. So it's like I look at it in like 6 months, kind of like what you said. That's what you're saying. Doing push-ups. Yeah, I should. I do not eat a couple big salads every day. I couldn't eat 2. But my girlfriend was making me eat a salad every day. So now I just haven't been doing it. Since I can eat some spinach. I eat about 4 salads a week. That's about it. But I should up that. Thank you. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, although my diet is good and clean, I could add more to it to try to get more vitamins. Since I can't take vitamins, so even if I eat too much of it, I can feel it. So I try to keep it low, but I know I'm getting a little better. I don't even know what full spectrum enzymes are. So if you want to tell me, or I can Google it. I'll take a look. So far, I have. If you're super sensitive like me and you're able to take something like that, I'd probably try it. Um, I don't even honestly don't even know what half the stuff is. I was really not healthy before all this. So, I tried to be healthy. Yeah, I'll Google it. But yeah, did you notice a big difference when you used it right away? All right. As for wait, I got a question about sleep. Right? How's your sleep? It's good. Um, but mind you, mine's fake sleep. I'm on Remeron, so that's the thing. That's kind of it's problem is it's sleep, but it's half-ass sleep because of it's medicated sleep. I'm lower on the medication now, so but it hasn't seemed to affect it at all. I'm afraid when I get lower and lower, it's gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna worry about it yet. Um, but my sleep's okay. I would never suggest to take anything for sleep. I got kind of, fucked in the situation when I first got off the pills and didn't sleep for 7 days. So my psych doctor put me on that, and I never got off of it. Just totally stuck on it. I'm dependent on it, and if I try to get off of it, it's just pure hell. And so I'm tapering slowly but surely. You just started going off of what? Benzos or Remeron? I'm assuming you say benzos. Um, just make sure to taper. Don't cold turkey anything, or you'll end up like me. Tapering's no fun either. You're still gonna go through hell, but it's a lot of damage. The adrenaline, muscle twitches, right? Yeah. Oh man, see, mine got a lot. Oh, that's something I forgot to mention. It's better. The let me try to. My memory's really short. The rushes of adrenaline, muscle twitches, like what I got was I'd get an electric shock in my head and it would go through my chest and it felt like butterflies and it would wake me up every time I was about to fall asleep. And that lasted for so freaking long. And luckily, the Remeron surpassed that and kind of just passed me out. But that lasted for almost a year. I couldn't believe it. And then it still occasionally happened. But now it's been like about 3 months and it hasn't happened. I'm almost trying to keep quiet because that was one of the worst things I've ever dealt with. That was scary. You can't sleep. What do you got? I've always had tinnitus, dude. Always. So I couldn't really tell you. It did get a little worse at times, but honestly, it didn't much. From my times going to concerts and stuff like that, not wearing hearing protection, man, I'm an idiot. Um, so I always have it, but it's not so loud that it bothers me all day long. It's just I always have to have like something on when I'm going to sleep, so I don't hear it. But I hear a lot of people get it through this, and it always goes away. So there's a lady I know. She just said the other day, that her tinnitus was going away. It was actually gone. I'm like, good for you. Mine will never go away. I'm used to it though. It's the one thing that doesn't thoroughly bother me because I've had it for 30 years, 20 years, maybe. I don't know, whatever, a long time. But anyway, yeah, sleep's okay. It's just pointless sleep. It's like I wore one of those fitness watches once, and just I don't know how legit or accurate those are, but just to see how my sleep was, and my deep sleep was only for about like a half hour, and the rest was just like a half-ass sleep. So whatever. I take what I can get. I'm glad I sleep some. It keeps me okay, but I think the lower I get on Remeron, the better I'll get. The longer I'm off of benzos, the better I'll get. The longer I don't take vitamins and don't let the doctors give me pills, the better I'll get. I've got some underlying medical conditions that I have to deal with, and some I'm learning about. I'm going to have to deal with for the future. But I have to be really careful. You know how that goes. Got to be careful. Just read all your ingredients and make sure you're not you know, getting food with alcohol in it. When you go to a restaurant and you order steamed vegetables at a nice restaurant, a lot of times they cook it in wine. Just make sure you do your homework. I mean, that's really sensitive. I am, and I guess I just don't trust anybody, and I wouldn't want to go through this again. That's all I know. Oh, guys, it's been fun. Thanks for commenting. You guys are a good support for me too. So, keep up the good work. And I've been trying to get back to questions and stuff, but honestly, I barely do anymore. So you can ask me questions if it's something I can, get to. I will. I just saw that one last question. Foods problem solved, less stress. I haven't eaten processed food in 20 months. I couldn't imagine. Thanks for doing that. I was going to get on a run around after the digestion would help my benzo adjustments, but decided not to from hearing your story. I'm glad I can help. Honestly, it would have helped for like a couple days, but you would have stuck on it, and it would have made your benzo withdrawal 100 times worse. And I guarantee it would make and I see it over and over again with other people going, "Oh, the Remeron. I need to get off Remeron," and I see it over and over again, and it's prolonging all this. And it's not something that people can just get off of, because when you're in benzo withdrawal, you know how screwed up your nervous system is. And this kind of answers your question, why I think it makes it worse, is the nervous system's so shot, and you're taking I think Remeron or any kind of medication, any kind, I think it just messes with your nervous system, and it's making it harder and harder for it to come back and kick back on. I mean, I don't know. I'm no scientist. I'm no doctor. Well, they don't even know. But I think it takes a toll on your nervous system. And I just think that's how, and it makes it slower and slower. That's not true for everybody, but seems like it for me. Who knows? Are your Nah, mine are okay. I mean, it's still mornings are my worst, but before, when I would wake up, I literally thought I got my ass kicked. It was so terrible. But now it's not as bad. I don't get those adrenaline rushes anymore. I don't feel like I'm going to completely die. Yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be. I gotta say. But yeah, if you don't have to go on Remeron, don't. If you're forced to go on something, look around and do your research first. Don't go on something that you can just another pill you can get dependent on that you're going to have to come off of in the future. That's just my suggestion. I mean, you got to do what's right for you, of course. One thing might work for you, it didn't work for me, but I'm glad I can help here and there. I go before I stay on here all day. You guys are great. Take care.